It's a beautiful evening out here at the barn. It's 7:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The sun's just starting to go down on what's been a beautiful day. We've had a lot of hot weather. Realized that we haven't actually done a whole lot of updating lately because we've had so much going on. So you'll see here some of the usual suspects. Enjoying the cooler evening. It's been 10 degrees Fahrenheit cooler here the last couple of days. Well, today than it has been the last couple of days, which is nice. So we have had a very busy, I'm going to say, 2 months. We have got BB and Precious, Sarge, Mrs. Yoda, Lena and not Lena, and Jackie. Now, Jackie looks a little worse for wear. Poor old Jackie is the bottom of the pecking order, and she's never really recovered from having Oos the Rooster mounting her. And then after Oos the Rooster went off to pastures new, it never really recovered, and we worked out that actually it was one of the other hens. So that hen has now been rehomed. So one little update, and I'm gonna see if we can find, see this little baby? Those are Nuggy's hatched chicks. Nuggy's actually in the run, and she's left her chicks out here, but they're right behind her. So she might come barreling out in a minute to protect them. So Nuggy went broody and sat on, so we got her some eggs, some fertilized eggs, and she sat on those eggs for 3 weeks. And then 3 weeks ago, these little guys hatched. So they've now been out with the remainder of the hens for, I'm going to say, a week now. I think we let everybody out last Friday. Anyway, so she's been a really good mama, and she's protecting them from all the other hens except for this chicken wire between them right now. I'm wondering if Nuggy's going to come out and get her chicks. She usually does. So that's that. We also have, I'm going to see if I can find them here, this year's egg layers. So we have got 6 new egg layers. Here they are, the little crew. I'm actually going to walk them around to get them to go back into the run here. So there are 4 black copper Morans and 2 Americanas. So these will lay blue eggs and dark chocolate brown eggs. Go on, guys. Don't run behind there. That's it. No, don't be dumb. Follow your sisters. Don't be dumb. Follow your sisters. Don't be dumb. This is what they do. Come on. This, unfortunately, is what they do. Go with your sisters. So we walk those around. Brett just came out to see what was going on. So they'll walk around and they'll go back in the run. They haven't quite figured out the treats yet, but they do know where home is. Nuggy's trying to figure out where her little babies are. So there's always a little bit of chaos in the evening, isn't there?
There is.
Little bit of chaos. So Nuggy's now calling her babies Nuggy's babies are still under the coop, so I'm hoping that she's going to call them.
You wait for your dummies, Nuggy?
Nuggy, go get your babies. They're underneath the coop, right where Nuggy's standing, but on the other side.
Chicken wire.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. You might have to take her to her babies, which we have done as well. You see the little babies are running down the outside now, trying to get to mama. So we'll see what happens here. I think Brett's going to pick up Nuggy. Come on, Tacky Nuggy. Yeah. She doesn't like it because she thinks you're taking her away from her babies, when actually it's the opposite. So yes, we have Nuggy and her babies. There might be another scoop of scratch to get Nuggy and her babies inside.
She'll get them in eventually.
She will. Because there's also this one. Now, should we take a little walk and go and see what the other chicken coop is doing?
Yep, lead the way.
Okay. I'm going to go out through this gate,
That way everyone can see
which
what's going on.
maybe Brett is going to close up behind me.
Yeah, I'll close that.
So excuse the sun that's like right in our faces. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs out. Brett mowed everything today. So there's a lot of bugs out. There's a lot of just stuff flying around, hay fever inducing. So that's the egg laying chicken run and chicken coop, and that's where everybody that you guys are used to seeing are living. And then we come across here and strawberries. And here we have
Meatballs.
16 Delaware meatballs. So these are Delaware hens. These are the ones that are going to be going in our freezer. Eventually, they are now what, six weeks old, roughly?
Yep. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm looking around. I'm seeing hawks flying.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't sure if it was a hawk or.
Yeah, there's one in the big tree back there.
Yeah.
There's one flying around behind it. I just saw one getting chased by a bird.
Was that a hawk as well? I saw that.
So.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of hawks.
We saw two here earlier today. We chased off, so it's been Hawk City.
It has.
Then you got these dummies out here who don't exactly know what's what yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I got those the bird tape things up there just to
to help a little bit.
Yeah.
We've also got, let me come around here without getting electrocuted. We've also got this shade cloth, which gives them a little bit of cover as well. So they've got water underneath there.
Yeah. The idea of putting all the tape up is to make a hawk think that it may get tangled up in it if it tries to swoop in. So if they're unsure, they may not try it. So that's the idea, is just scare them off of even trying. Because they just sit out here like...
Sitting ducks.
Yeah, pretty
Sitting
much.
Chickens.
Yeah.
So...
They don't quite know any better.
No, well, they're still young. They're 6 weeks. So these chickens will... Oops. You almost dropped the camera there. These chickens will be butchered on the 1st of September this year. So they will be going to, what, is it 16 weeks? 18 weeks?
Yeah, I think it's 16.
So,
I think our count, calendar. But yeah, they can be in butcher anywhere between 16 to 18, even longer if you want.
So these are not...
recommended is 16 to 18.
These are not your normal meat birds, the things that you buy in the supermarket, in the grocery store. These are a heritage breed, so they grow slower than the production chickens. So in theory, they should be better.
So yeah, so after the Second World War, in the poultry industry, there was a... Ooh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Bone up to each other. There was a contest to develop a meat bird after World War II. That's where they got the Cornish cross that we have today. So before World War II and during, this is what pretty much our ancestors would have eaten.
This is like the yard chickens that would have been consumed
Yep.
off of the farm.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. This is a first year for us, as most of you will know. So hopefully this is going to be an annual thing now, potentially twice a year, depending on how this goes.
And this is a straight run, so they don't separate them out, male or female. You just get whatever you get. So I think we're about half and half, actually.
I think we are as well.
Which, in a meat flock, I suppose maybe you want all males because they're bigger.
Yeah.
But who knows? That could cause more issues in the flock up until slaughter day. But there's a couple little roosters.
There's one of
there
them, in fact. I'm just zooming in on
I
him.
think there's 2 of them that are catching our eye. We may set aside. He may be spared, and he may be our meat flock sire.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what happens with Nuggy's chicks that she hatched, because we don't know yet. They're not old enough for us to be able to tell what gender they are. So if we happen to have a rooster from Nuggy's chicks, we want to see if that will be a good boy rooster. So those eggs are not biologically related to anybody in our flock, and to any of the chickens in our flock. They came from a friend down the road who has a rooster, and she gave us 6 of her eggs to see if Nuggy wanted to hatch any. And so that's where we're up to. So this is why we've been a little absent.
Yeah, these, in terms of keeping our flock going for a meat flock potentially, these birds were about $2.50, $2.75 each. We picked them up from the hatchery, which is about an hour or so drive away, which actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna figure out whether or not that's just a nice setup for us to, because they come
a little
vaccinated.
close to you.
Because they come vaccinated, I think, and they're only hatched for a little while. And
well, that's what we did.
And hatching them out is the hard part.
That's what we did with our new egg layers as well. Those 6 egg layers that we got. We got sexed pullets. What is that?
It's a goose.
Is it a goose?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a duck.
Yeah,
we just saw a big bird coming flying at us.
Straight at us.
Like, what is that? It's a duck. That's okay. There's a pond down the back of the property currently that we've had geese and ducks and beavers and all sorts going on. There's been a lot going on, basically.
Yeah.
And we just haven't really had time to, or thought about making videos, because we've just had so much going on. So these... Oh, that's right in the sun now. These 16 chicks we're in the basement for the first 4 weeks. And when I say that 16 birds in the basement for 4 weeks gets a little extra, I'm not kidding.
Smelly, stinky.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was bad. So those are those ones over there. We downsized our flock of egg layers. We got rid of Oos, the rooster, and I think we already told you guys that. We also sadly had to put Monica down because she was not well. And then we had a problem with Lizzie and Meg, didn't we?
Yeah.
Lizzie and Meg apparently were breaking and eating eggs. So,
which I think is a behavior they learned from Oos the rooster.
So we found them a new home where they would be in a bigger flock.
And then our last subtraction, we had a hen who we aptly named Humpy, who decided she wanted to become a rooster.
That's Jackie, the Jackie that I showed you the damage on her feathers on her back.
So she decided
earlier.
she wanted to start becoming a rooster and start mounting other hens.
So
we gave
to the neighbor.
him to the neighbor and kind of
She needed to be in a
kind
flock.
of made a joke, and that was that.
She needed to be in a flock that had roosters,
Yeah.
basically, to be put back in her box. So at the moment, things are under control here.
Fight.
This is what happens when you have
It's a stare down.
multi-chickens. They're all
That's
trying to
pecking
figure
order
it
right
out.
there. That one, the one who ran away.
Yeah. Now they're fighting over there.
See, they're not fighting. They're not like hitting. Or
They're
not
bowing
hitting.
up.
They're seeing who backs down first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you hear about cockfighting and chickens and who they'll kill to the death. These are too young. They're not going to do that.
I hope not.
They're just doing silly pecking order behavior right now.
Sorry, I'm looking around because I just heard
I
something.
heard a really big branch.
Yeah, like
crack
a
or
branch
break.
cracking.
Like sort of like you'd expect a hawk to put on a
Yes.
branch.
So we're going to go and investigate that. But this is what's been going on. There's also been a lot of work going on in the garden. And maybe tomorrow when I'm working out in the garden, I will do a quick update on what's been going on there. There's just been a lot going on. We've had all of the plants started. All of the plants are now in the garden. We've had all these chickens. We've had chickens in the basement since April, since the first week of April. We've had chickens in the basement.
I'll tell you what, though, you look behind you with the golden hour sun.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Grass. After I mowed today, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. It
There's
does.
a couple spots that I can't like. You see the big like mound of grass there. There's a big, huge tree stump, so I don't mow it.
Yeah, there's a few bits of cleanup that we're gradually getting to, but
We planted 2 red osier dogwood and 2 American hazelnuts.
yes. So there's lots of trees, native trees that have been going in. It's just, yeah. There's a lot of work going on, and we just don't always get a chance to pick up the camera.
No, we're not making excuses.
No, but that's what we've been doing. We're still alive. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
What do we say?
Someone out flapping out there.
Oh, yeah.
There might actually be a vulture. But anyway.
Anyway, what do we say?
Bye, Brett.
Bye, Brett.